And you're live, yay! And here we are. Well, just thought I would do a live. I've not done a live for absolutely ages. God, I can't remember the last time I'd done a live. A long time ago. And Denise is here. She's just feeding the cats at the moment. Yeah. Hello. She's here. Oh, somebody's here. Right. Yeah, so first live in absolutely ages. Hi Louis, how are you doing?
Hello.
Just saying, it seems so long ago since we've done a live.
God, it's got to be.
Must be a year. Oh, maybe it's a year.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm still getting used to the settings. I've not actually done it through here. Ian, hi, how are you doing?
Hi, Ian.
Got storms. Well, we had a bit of thunder last night, and we've had a little bit of rain last night, but we've had quite heavy rain this afternoon, but it was only for a short while. David, hi.
Hi.
How are you doing? We're doing great, thank you, David.
Yeah, we were just about, me and Georgia were just about to go to the shops earlier on, and she went, Mum, it's starting down. So we waited for about 10 minutes, but we just decided for to go out.
It's raining, there might not be queues at the shops then. Because we've still got queues up here, like waiting, especially at the weekend, waiting to get into the supermarkets.
Yeah. But it wasn't too bad.
No?
Just went to get a bit of food shopping in for next week. And
So I might as well nip that if nobody's doing it.
so how's everyone? What you've all been up to, and are you back to work, or Steve's, you've been working all the time?
Lots of hours.
Yeah.
Lots of hours. I've had the last 3 days off though, thankfully, which has been nice. It's flown over though.
I had about, it was about 7 weeks off, and then when I've been back, about good.
Oh, and we're back. Yeah, still losing weight. I've actually got weight today.
Yeah.
Anybody, you're working flat out, are you? God, not the worst. You need to have a rest. Not good working all the time.
Like you, Steve's at work tomorrow, so he decided he would get weighed today, and I thought, I'll just get weighed as well today as well. So but, it's turned out pretty good, hasn't it?
Has? Do you want to tell me your weight loss?
So we've been doing keto now for 4 weeks.
This is the 4th week, yeah.
4 weeks. I've lost 12 pound in those 4 weeks. First week was really good. The next 2 weeks just a little bit, and then I had a good 5 pound weight loss today. So I'm well chuffed for that. 12 pound in a month.
And me, first week good again. First week good. Second and third week rubbish. I was really disheartened with it. Didn't know if it was a natural thing, or whether we were doing something wrong in what we're eating. So I was really having to analyse the food that we were eating. And today had a fantastic 13 pound weight loss. So that's taken me to. It's taken me to 2 stone 6 pound.
Yeah. So Steve's first week he lost 1 stone 4 pound, and then you had 2 smaller losses, and then another 13 pound today. So God, my mouth just hits the floor every time he gets weighed. It's amazing.
Hiya.
I couldn't see what it said. I think she said she'd had a storm or something.
Oh, try and get how do you get I'm not sure how we get the chats back up.
He's out of touch with doing the live.
I would have just doing it on the phone as well. Normally do it on the laptop.
It'll pop up again. There we go.
We had a storm here. My dad is getting in Middlesbrough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all over the place. I think today, and we needed it, didn't we? Really, it was so hard.
Saves us water in the plants. Doing the garden. Needed a damn good watering. So, but it's still warm. It's take care, David.
For some reason it keeps reconnecting, but hopefully it'll be alright.
So what's everybody been up to the weekend? Been up to much? I've just stayed in. I was at the garage a bit yesterday. I was having a problem with one of the wheels on my car and had to get new tyres and things like that. But apart from that, not done anything. Just pretty much keeping on top of the washing, because we're a bit behind on the washing, so I've been doing that. And had to clean the fish tank out today. So,
we're trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, we're thinking about selling the fish tank because we need the space. Because we've got to get a new fridge freezer.
I know what you mean, Lee. Trying to sleep's a nightmare. We've had the fan's been on from when we go up to the next morning, and it just you can't breathe, can you?
Yeah, sometimes even the fan does make a difference. It's still like warm air,
28.
Jesus, 28. Oh my God. Wake up in the mornings and your pillow is absolutely soaking. It's horrible.
Where are you from, Lee? I don't know if we've got anybody from further away than the UK.
I can't remember. It's honestly that long since we've done this. I'm trying to remember where everybody is. I know Emma's from York.
Yeah. 2 seconds.
Oh, Lee's in Stockton.
Not far.
Just doing the road. Yeah. It's next to Darlington. I'm getting stuff ready this weekend for going away next week and taking out shorts. Oh, where are you off to, Ian? Where you're lucky enough to be travelling to, seeing everybody sort of... Yeah, we've been thinking about booking our holiday again for next year, but there's other people being advised us that don't, because they don't know what's happening with flights and whether countries are still on lockdown and whether they're accepting people from the UK and, could there be second spikes and all sorts of things. So I honestly don't know what to do about holiday, because we really want to get the holiday booked, because 2018 was our last holiday away. We're really missing being away because we're wanting to go back to Lanzarote yet again. Sorry, it keeps disconnecting. I do apologise. Yeah, we want to book up for Lanzarote again, but we don't know whether to or not, whether to take the chance. We don't want to fork out a load of money, then possibly lose it. Hiya, Skeeter. How are you doing? Ugh. Yeah, so what's everybody been doing over the weekend, and are you planning on going away at all, or? We're fine, Paul. Pottering on, working, doing normal stuff, just doing our diets, weight loss, new lifestyle change, or whatever you want to call it, So we're doing keto. I was born and raised and lived most of life in the UK, but in Texas now, going to the Gulf of Mexico. Wow, so jealous. And it's weird because what do you Texans and Americans and all that call that? Is that like a local holiday or what? I don't know. For us, that would be a massive thing, going to Mexico. But for you guys, say like going to UK or going to Spain's like a big holiday, because it's like not local, but it's local to us, more or less. It's within Europe, so it's like the opposite way around. Not great with heat last night though. Oh, the heat is unreal, Paul. We're really struggling. It's really stopping getting to sleep. Lovin, hi, how you doing? Denise has just got a phone call there from her mother, so what night? She was just on the phone an hour and a half ago. I don't know what she needs to speak about. I'm just going to the Gulf. Mustang Island, not Mexico as such. 4 hours kit from 4 a.m. till 8. Yeah, we're great, Lauren. Not much. Well, me and Denise are working. Georgia's still on furlough. We don't know what's happening with her job at the moment. and where me and Denise are working. I've worked all the way through, so keeping up with the house and all the washing and everything like that. But yes, no, it's a relaxed lockdown we've got here, Ian. They're relaxing it step by step, but idiots, I can't think of any other word, are taking it too far. They think, oh, it's relaxed a bit, and they're just going out. And there's been fights on beaches and all sorts this weekend. Loads of people getting arrested. But I think it was Bournemouth Beach. There was, I don't know, thousands on the beach. And they were telling people to get off the beach. There was that many people there. And they're actually considering closing the beaches here because of the way people are being going. It's absolutely mad. It mainly seems to be the young'uns are the ones that want to get drunk and things like that. And she's the same as her job wise. Now she's off for 3 weeks. Oh, good. Oh, hope she enjoys it. Never seen a storm here. Oh, how bad is the storm there? COVID's rife there, is it? Oh, God. We opened too early. Well, a lot of people think they've relaxed the rules too early. Even some of the top scientists are saying shouldn't have been relaxed here yet, because there's still people dying from it. Love that you're vlogging again. We enjoyed watching your vlogs. Oh, thanks, Sharon. Thanks. It's been a long time. Still not as often as I probably would like to, but work and stuff like that. So, to be honest, we don't even see each other that much these days. I say, because of shifts and things like that. Because of the COVID thing and everything, I've been having to work loads of extra hours. But hopefully, I think I've seen the road up for August, but I have a bit more time off. So fingers crossed.
It's not as bad, is it?
Sharon was just saying that just please we're back vlogging.
Oh, thanks. Lauren, hiya. How are you doing? Lauren, I'm sorry, I noticed I had a text off you the other day and I haven't replied to you, so sorry.
US folks now banned from travelling to Europe. Yeah.
I think has that been for a while, or is it just...
I'm not sure.
Just happened?
For next year, but we don't know if I can, whether it's worth the risk. Going to get a second wave. I think we are. I've said this from the start.
No, Paul, it's absolutely ridiculous. Have you ever been to Turkey?
Yes.
Yes,
we went to Marmaris. Yeah, it was lovely. It was damn hot, pretty rugged, and they'll offer you anything under the sun for your wife, type of thing. And if you've got football tops, they will offer you loads for you. Because I had a Newcastle top when I was there, and I was getting offered stupid amounts of money, and I don't know why.
There was a bar we used to go to, and you had like every type of football top.
Oh, but it was the bazaar place, the marketplace. They were trying to buy me top offers. Going from Newcastle, yeah.
Ah, right.
Whereabouts? Sorry, I don't know if you put it. Whereabouts in Turkey are you going to? Ian's saying that COVID's flared up. It's rife where he is at the moment.
God. It's just, things are changing on a daily basis, and you don't know if you're doing the right thing, the wrong thing, and you try to do your best. And
now we're saying about the idiots on the beaches and things like that. I don't know, there might be a chance of a few days of caravans. Some of the countries maybe got to read it quick because it goes off the screen really quick.
Went to Altingham years ago. That's
Altingham. Oh God, I can't remember where that is because there was Marmaris, there was Bodrum.
There was a nice one further along, beginning with the A.
That might be Altingham.
But
I'm sure they're all around that coast. Hospitals are maxed out. Yeah, it's been like that here. Will that not affect your travels to the Gulf or not? Is there a chance that they may clamp down on that? Near Marmaris, yeah.
Yeah, that was the nicer part of Turkey. We went to the was a bit rough, wasn't it? It was just a cheap holiday that we went on, and that, but it was right over the road from the beach.
I got damn drunk there on red wine. We went to one of these local Turkish dance night things, like what the reps put on. My God, it was like as much as you can drink red wine. I was mortal. See, all I can remember for the coach trip back is like blurriness out of the window. Couldn't focus on anything. God, I was ill. And ill in that heat as well. It's not nice.
Ian's saying he's still going to go on holiday. I mean, there's a lot of our friends are still going to go.
To hell with it.
They've had maybe 2 of the holidays cancelled the money so that they can go next year instead.
But we don't even know about next year. Like I say, we could book ours now, but we don't know whether to or not.
Because we're hoping to go away for Georgia's 21st next year. Maybe a couple of our friends are going to go, and we're going to have like a holiday as well, but we just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
We don't know what to do at the minute, whether to book it or what. We're sort of stuck, aren't we?
It is, I know.
I'm hoping it'll be alright.
We were Turkish millionaires, we had that much lever 2 bottles. Here they're starting to relax lockdowns. They're going to start opening coffee shops and cafes and things like that, obviously within social distancing rules and things like that, but that's from the 4th of July, I believe it is. If you come now for 2 years, you might get a good deal. Believe it or not, well, the prices for next year is no different to what they normally are.
At the minute, unless they don't get people going, they might drop them a bit, but it's sort of similar prices what it was when we went there the last time, wasn't it? Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Lovin. Dad's been back in hospital again. I know I've been talking to you about it, and he's back home again. I think it's been 4 times now in the last couple of weeks he's been taken in, but fingers crossed everything's all right at the minute. So
I said, that 1 meter plus rule. People are going to ignore that. They're just going to go, 1 meter, not 1 meter plus. They're just going to see the 1 meter, and God,
we've had
can they stretch 1 meter for God's sake?
We've had a lot of people that have went to beaches this week.
Been fights and all sorts.
There's been no social distancing, or there's been fighting. And
how many was on Bournemouth Beach? How many was on?
There's thousands. Yeah,
they were telling people to get off. Dangerous to be in hospital for anything.
Well,
yes and no, but it's a different section, isn't it? They keep the COVID people in a different place.
Yeah, he was taken in a couple of weeks ago, and they tested him twice straight away, so we knew he didn't have it, but he didn't have any choice.
Yeah.
But obviously he's probably been tested quite a few times now, because when you go in, they have to make sure that you're all right. When he does come out, and considering him and my mum both stayed in the house for 12 weeks, then he was taken into hospital. And once he'd been in hospital, he had to stay in another 2 weeks, which he did, and then taken in again, and then he's still got to stay in now. So
400 yesterday and 300 the day before. Wow.
Oh, that is a lot, isn't it?
That's the second wave you're having. Is that what you said, or did I get that wrong?
I really hope it doesn't come, but I can see it coming, because I think people just given up and just think, to hell with it now. And
it didn't help with that flipping politician dragging up the country. I think that sort of really paid people off.
Yeah.
But hello.
There is a cat.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
Come on.
Because they're talking about if there's a second wave, they'll do localised lockdowns, but there's scientists and everybody saying that won't work. I don't think so. I think it's still a first wave. Oh, right.
Yeah. It's I know I heard we deal with a lot of German products at work, and I heard the other day that they've went into lockdown again.
Well, they've got a second spike, haven't they? Apparently the Germans.
Yeah. So we're not too sure what sort of supplies we're going to get from Germany.
Yeah, Lauren, can you imagine what the queues are going to be like for the hairdressers? You're going to have to book weeks in advance. I don't think you'll be able to get in the hairdressers quickly.
Well, Georgia's friend, who's a hairdresser, she's texted Georgia and said if you want your hair done up in, I think it's Throckley, which isn't too far, she said, I'll book an appointment for you. government more interested in economy than lives. That's why we're relaxing those. Well,
yes and no, but
yeah,
they have to be interested in the economy, otherwise we're going to be...
Yeah, they do.
You know.
But are they doing it a little bit too quick? You know, it's all of a sudden it was like, stay at home. Now it's like, you can go out, you can do this, do that, and it's...
But then again, there's a lot of open land there. So, yeah, Lauren done her own hair.
Oh, did you?
Hey, I've got some clippers, I'll come and do it. You can have a haircut like me.
He has threatened us on a couple of times, but I've tried to cut me one fringe.
You know what it is? How since the start of this, I said, oh, well, treat your mother, Georgia, like find your haircut and stuff. No. Georgia working in a hairdresser, and she could have done her own mother's hair, but
it's really, really long now, and that's what it needs, a damn good cut and colour.
I should hire Georgia out.
What?
For cutting hair. Yeah, cheap haircut, make us some money.
I know the hairdresser that I normally go to their opening on the 4th, but people are already like booked.
Need my roots done.
Yeah, I know, I'm desperate. It's there was what was it?
20 quid a cut, huh? That's cheap for
Sounds
a woman's
good
haircut.
to me.
Jesus.
There was a little girl who lives along the road. She ran up to us the other day and she said, Denise, have you dyed your hair? And I said, no, I haven't. I says, it needs doing.
That'd be great.
And she said, you know, she says, I thought you dyed your hair yellow. I was like, oh my God.
What we're doing tonight? Well, we're still catching up on, because of The Walking Dead is on that break because of COVID. We were so far behind on Fear the Walking Dead, we're catching up with that. So we're on to season, I think, 4 at the moment, which is damn confusing.
But we're nearly finished that as well.
Yeah, there's one more season after this.
And we've got like the box sets and stuff for the... Oh, he's looking at me hair.
Natural highlights.
It probably doesn't look too... It's pretty much a few different colours. There's like...
You're like a tortoise shell, aren't you?
Yeah, and the ends... The ends are like quite yellowy, and that's what. Yeah, I'm there. I just think, who thinks I should just go grey gracefully?
Like,
I do.
Your mother, her mother's always dyed her hair ever since I've known her. It's been all sorts of colours, and like a natural colour, so she's not been able to get out. It's just been coming through. It's been all sorts of colours coming through, hasn't it?
God, it's been dark roots. Then she's got white. Then it's a little bit of a yellowy colour.
Couldn't stand one there with Keegan's story.
Season. Negan. Is it Negan?
Negan. Oh, Negan was class.
With
Lucille.
He was evil, him. Aye.
Negan, yeah.
Aye.
Oh, he's still in it. There's talk of doing a spin-off series with him.
Ah, right.
I'm still just before Negan bit ended. Negan. Oh, Negan was class. He's one of the best ones.
It's one of them programs, do you think, where like sometimes you can really get into something, and then other times it just really takes like a long time to get into. Like sometimes you've watched something and you've thought it's great, and I've watched 1 or 2 episodes and it's not for me.
Dexter didn't pick up till about season 4.
Aye.
You really had to struggle to get through the first 3 seasons, and after that it did get good.
But I pretty much watch anything apart from these. Well, yeah.
Sci-fi.
Yeah, Star Wars and whatever. I don't watch anything like that.
Yeah, I'm busy going through Star Wars Rebels at the moment.
Like the 100. I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, I've watched it. I'm trying to remember what it's about though. Is that the one where there's like 100 people selected to go into, like, rather than be sort of like poverty, they go into where it's all nice and stuff like that, and I'm trying to remember what it is.
Right. Yeah, I love Costa as well. Like, oh, it's so funny. Peter Kay, and it's just really, really funny, that programme.
Some teens sent to Earth to see if it's... Oh, that one. I think I did start watching it. I think I've seen a couple of episodes, but I haven't watched the rest.
I've got a feeling Georgia might have watched that. I know she's... what was it? What was the one that we just watched that was pretty gory, but it was good? Was it The Gangsters?
Oh, Gangs of London.
Gangs of London,
Gangs of London, that was brilliant.
Yeah, I love that.
If you like Peaky Blinders, you'll like Gangs of London.
Well, one of the lads is out of it, isn't he? So
yeah, And that other one, I can't remember the other one. It was either on Amazon Prime or Netflix. It's the one where when you die, you can have your conscience transported into this artificial world, and he's like his girlfriend's paid for it because she's dead rich. But it's really good.
Only Fools. Oh man.
Yeah, you can't get in there. It's like really, you can't say anything bad about that.
Not heard of that one. Mine has pretty much not been Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon, yes. I watched that and it was really good. It was a sci-fi one, you wouldn't like it. Yeah, it was really good. No, it's not Altered Carbon. It's something else. Altered Carbon was a different one. Oh, I'm on my phone, so I can't even check it out.
I wish I could remember, because it is pretty good.
Where he falls in love with the artificial intelligence girl.
Yeah.
Or Angel. It's a call.
Yeah.
Yay, Jeff!
Hey.
How you doing?
Hiya.
Hey, y'all. How are you doing? How's things across there, Jeff? In sunny Canada? How's COVID across there? Is it okay? Is your job all right?
So I've got Ian from Texas.
Ian from Texas.
And Jeff.
Jeff. Loads of locals like Lauren and Skeeter and
Lee.
Right.
And Paul's not that far away.
That's
Not really. Yeah, I can know.
Sunderland. For his sins. I'm not even going to mention what's happening with Sunderland Football Club at the moment. It's great, yeah. But I live in, why did I think you lived in Canada? Hey, you know what it is? I was convinced you lived in Canada and I don't know why. Kentucky. Golfer from Kentucky. Oh my God, you know what it is? I've had it in my head for ages you lived in Canada. I don't know why. I know Dave does.
You have for a long time, because you said we were invited over and you said to Canada.
Yeah.
Bye, Ian.
See you later. Take care, mate. Take care.
Had he just turned up? He
Yeah,
normally says, hi guys, I've just...
He was the first one on, I think.
That's his normal thing. Hi guys, I'm just here. Just arrived. So you remember?
So, Jeff, how's the job going? Is it all right, is it? He's in me. Manly job. Labour. Digging and all, driving trucks and all sorts of things. I sent you an invite to our wedding, yeah.
That was it, yeah. I used to play footy manager games when I was a teen. I missed the end of it there. You've not really done a lot of stuff like that. Did you have a place? I tried Footy Man 2020.
I'll try Footy Manager 2020.
Was a gift.
Yeah, people at my work, they're playing that at the moment.
Yeah, I tried that one. Is it called FIFA, where you try and play football?
Oh God. They run around like they're on speed or something like that, just all over the place, bumping into other people, and I can't even control the players. I think Football Managers, I'm not sure if that's different. You pick the teams and they play. You know,
right. And the car racing one, I was just a crash.
There's one of the Newcastle players, can't remember who it is, don't know if it's Joe Linden or somebody apparently you could buy him cheap and he's worth millions afterwards. People were trying to buy him for like 80 million and things like that. And
what, on this game?
On the game, yeah.
I don't know how it works.
Could be some maximum. I can't remember which one it is.
We'll be watching the football tomorrow.
Yeah. Cup match tomorrow. Newcastle v Man City. I'll be watching that. Yes. So glad the football's back on. Especially with having to play 2 games a week now. It's it's great. So I'm seeing we haven't done much vlogging lately just because of like work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And,
well, you're not really the here.
No.
And that just the odd day.
Just trying to fit it in. I remember players in the late 80s and 90s, so I've no idea who's and what. I don't watch football, to be honest. Well, I wouldn't if I was a Sunderland fan either, so all the sports are closed here because of COVID. Football's only just come back here, but it's behind closed doors. Snooker's playing, but it's behind closed doors. That's pretty much it, I think, at the moment.
Is it the same when you watch it?
Yeah, well, they put on, when you watch it, they've got like the artificial crowd sound on. So, But some of my friends are saying, "Oh, I don't like it because there's no crowd." But I'm watching the match. I'm not watching the crowd. As long as the crowd sounds there, you know, it's fine. But when there was once the crowd sound went off by accident, it sounded weird because you could just hear them shouting on the pitch, and it sounded like an empty ground. It's just it is, yeah. It's like a training session. That's what it's like when the crowd sound goes. It's weird. No.
The sun's come out now. Just doesn't know what it wants to do.
Said it was pouring down before. The back road was flooding before. Who's coming down that hard?
So
Cat's actually gone out.
you know. So we heard, was it yesterday, that where Georgia works, that it's into.
The shopping centre.
We've heard that they've went in. Is it administration?
Yeah, they've gone into administration. Yeah.
Yeah. So Georgia's not really back at work anyway.
There's loads of centres around the UK and Spain.
Yeah, she's still on furlough. They tried to open up last week, but they weren't getting any sales.
Oh, dust storm.
Yeah, it was a Yorkshire hailstone, big chunks. But now we don't know what's going to happen because if they don't find a buyer.
Excuse me, anybody's got headphones on. Should have warned you first.
Yeah, we really don't know what's going to happen because it'll be like Trafford Centre. Is it Lakeside?
Yeah, well, there's loads around the UK. It's actually, I'm sure it's a Spanish company. That's hence why it's affecting Spain as well. But they're still trading. They're trying to keep the centres open while they're in administration. Hopefully they'll get a buyer.
Dust storm tomorrow.
It's failed 2 times. Just keep at it. You'll be surprised. More lessons you have now, it just clicks.
What's that for?
Driving lessons and tests and everything.
Oh, right, so you've been having driving lessons.
It's more difficult now, isn't it? Because you've got to do your theory and all that, which you didn't when I was around. Just like how to feed the horse and stuff like that, you know, and put the veins on and horse and cart and stuff like that. 4 months without driving, so I'm going to get back to it.
Yeah, I know. It's you'll probably be all right once you get back behind the wheel, but
you'll probably be surprised how much you remember.
Yeah.
The hardest part's like brake, clutch, and everything, steering, mirrors, and everything at the same time.
But you're learning to drive, though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, opens up all new doors for you, and you'd be surprised. It's like, God, I used to just sit in the house, and then you just go everywhere. You know.
Yeah, I noticed. Must have been away late.
Take care. Thanks for coming in.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi,
yeah. See you, Mum. Get back.
I've been learning since April last year.
Brilliant.
Oh, good luck to you, mate. Good luck.
Definitely. Yeah, our walking hasn't continued. We've that sort of stopped. But with you being back at work, me being back at work, it's just not happening. But
yeah. Georgia found a job now. She's been working for a while now,
so she left the hairdressers, Ryan, and she's probably been there at least 6 months, I think.
You're kidding? And the rest?
Think a bit more?
Yeah, we were picking up in the winter, man. It was last year. September, I think it was.
Could be, actually. Okay,
see you later, Jeff. Thanks for coming in. Take care, mate.
I'll say happy birthday. And she still works in the Metro Centre, but she works on it's like a bag
handbags and
shop, sort of in the middle of the aisle. It's not like actually in a shop, but it's been
part-time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just part-time hours, but she loves it. She works by herself all the time, and then someone will take over, but she really enjoys it. But she hasn't been there since probably 20th of March.
There wasn't enough hours when they reopened because they were reopening on reduced hours. So there wasn't enough hours, so they kept her furloughed. But they've since decided, and this is not to do with going into administration, but because it was so quiet when they reopened, they just went back into furlough anyway. So.
You're right, Paul. It's at the top. I think they said yesterday it was like official.
Yeah, but they're gonna keep trading as long as possible, they're going to keep the centres open. Hopefully, they'll find buyers for the centres. But considering we've got 4-point-something billion debts,
4.6 billion. It's a
don't know how they'll do that, but there's going to be a lot of job losses over the UK and Spain if that goes under.
Ryan says he's still on furlough. Feels like a month. I don't know.
It feels like a month, yeah.
It just rolls into the next day, doesn't it? And you wake up and think, what day is it today? And
it makes me wonder what, like, God, when I was on the sick for 2 years. God.
I know, aye. It's just when my boss said about going, so pleased to be going back to work.
Considering the size of the company, it'll be very easy. They're not just dealing in little amounts. There's people being paying reduced rents and all sorts, and they might still have to pay ground tax or ground rent for the sites themselves.
Yeah.
So easy to run up for the size of the company, you know.
And they were pretty much in trouble even before lockdown. Yeah. So I think this hasn't helped at all. And they've obviously had to try and sort it out, but they didn't come to an agreement. So it
fingers crossed it gets sorted, because I'd hate to see them shut down all them job losses.
God. I mean, there's thousands of job losses, which is awful. There's enough people already lost their jobs because of the lockdown.
Obviously, on sticking to the two off. Well, it's now 1+ meter, isn't it? Where people are going to ignore the plus. It's going to be 1 meter. Ryan, I don't know where you're located, but God, in the UK, people are just ignoring it. They're just doing what the heck they want. They're going to the beaches and all sorts.
They were sticking to it, and everybody.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I heard that as well, Paul. Yeah, I heard that quite a while ago, actually.
Oh, from Wales. Oh, well, you probably get the similar news, like Bournemouth Beach and things like that, which was on the news yesterday. And there's been problems up here in the northeast on the beaches as well. Kids drinking and fighting and all sorts of things, you know.
And obviously there's been like the protests in Newcastle
a
couple of weeks ago.
London and all the places. Well, there's talk about because of what's happening, they may close the beaches. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. But we just do what we think's the right thing to do. You know, like me mum and dad, they've been sort of stuck in, so I've been doing their shopping. It's a quote from something, not my words. When men are men and sheep are get nervous. Yeah, I have heard that before. So I've been doing all of that shopping. So I've had to go into shops, you know, and some people are all right. And then I took Georgia with us one weekend, thinking she could do our shopping and I'll do my mum and dad's. And she refuses to go. She says, I'm never going. And she'll go to Iceland with us, won't she?
No, she goes to Iceland with me as well. But Morrison's, she says,
stretching over and that, and it was when it was really bad, and she just said, I'm not going. So she's pretty much been in the house the whole time, hasn't she?
Yeah. In Wales, just like this, where no one's respecting the distance too. Yeah. It's like the moment they've started relaxing the rules, people are just going home doing their own thing. Yeah, for want of a better way of putting it.
Well, not everybody, but there is
there's a lot.
Quite a lot of people.
People having parties at the houses and not understanding the rules or ignoring the rules. You know, the social bubble thing, that safety bubble thing for your house. People are just going, oh, well, you can go and visit people's houses now. No, you can't. You know, there's certain stipulations. You know, so.
I'm not as frightened as I was in the beginning. Everything just about the whole thing just scared us to death, thinking, my mum and dad, what if one of us get it, and this whole way you couldn't go to the funerals and things like that.
And I don't, as well.
Yeah, and like now they're saying, oh, you can have these social bubbles, but we, you know, if one of us has it, passes it to you, then Steve has to leave work, I have to leave work, my work's affected. It's just one whole vicious circle. You know, there is a test and trace, something like that.
Something like
that. Tracking trace.
The sex buddy thing, and then use a month ago.
It's dead quick on your phone. You can't read it properly.
You can't change it either. Set.
So yeah, it's just one vicious circle. It's like I just think just stick to what you used to. Stick to the 2 metre.
Yeah, look after yourself and you know, like try to avoid other people. Denise, what to read that? No, I didn't hear about that, Paul.
I don't know what that is. Mind you, never had the news off when I was off work, and that trying to find out what was happening and that. But they've stopped the
daily briefings now, haven't they?
Yeah, they've stopped it. We've got masks, and I think they were saying people could. Oh yes, yes it was. I remember hearing about that. So
that's mad.
Yeah.
How do you keep your social distance? Unless you live with a person, that's fine. But like, you know, like your wife or whatever. But how can you bring a girlfriend or boyfriend in and keep your social distance?
No, I think they were saying that it was okay to have someone over who you're like.
This is where it confuses people.
I know. I know. I don't fully understand it, but I'd just rather like stick to what we've been doing, and that obviously at work, you know, we ask, can you wear a mask? You don't have to, but we'd rather that you did for their safety and for our own. And we're distancing at work, and the drivers, you know, when they come in, we don't sign anything. They just put the parcel down and leave it.
Like the courier does, just dumps a parcel on the doorstep.
Yeah, takes a photograph.
Good job we're in.
They probably wouldn't leave it though, would they, if nobody was in? Couldn't find a sign of this, so missed out. Unlucky. So I'm going to attempt to make my first keto pizza tonight.
A fathead pizza.
It's called a fathead pizza. It's supposed to be really nice, but I haven't really got a clue. I've never made a pizza from scratch before, so I'll
definitely not a keto one, because the base is good. What's it going to be? Cauliflower?
No, it's not got any anything like that. It's
this will be interesting.
Almond flour.
Right.
What else is there? Bacon pizza calzone.
Oh yes. That'll be me on my cheat week.
Oh, you'll be having everything.
Massive bacon. Yeah. Like that.
Even I think
calzone, my favourite pizza.
Ryan's asking if you like your job.
I do. Yeah, it's hard work. It's not stuff you've got to remember: rules, regulations, policies, laws, all sorts. That's the hardest part of it. And you come home, you're just mentally drained rather than like physically drained.
And then you've got to do coursework.
Yeah, I'm doing a course at the moment, year-long course.
Paul, asking if you're still a security guard.
No, I'm not security guard anymore. I haven't been doing that since last July. I'm an adult support worker now for people with special needs. Yeah, complete change. I've never ever done it before in my life, so yeah, it's different. Has its moments, I suppose I could say.
But you do enjoy it.
Oh yeah, it's rewarding. You know, it's helping people who can't help themselves. Really, you know, you're doing stuff for them.
You love the people that you look after, and the people that you work with, you get on really well with. And that, so it's going good. But then you remember, oh God, I've got coursework to do and that, and have to sit for days just doing that, and on his days off and that. But
sister's partner kind of does a place like YMCA at shelters. Oh yeah, The Yumka.
Yumka? Oh, is that what you call it?
YMCA. Young Man's Christian Association.
Ah, right, okay. I knew it would stand for something.
Or YWCA for the women.
Yeah. So I don't know how long it'll take us to make this pizza like, but
I need to have a shave and do my hair. My hair's getting long.
I'm going to go and have a look. I'll tell you what's in it.
Pepperoni.
Well, I
hope so, you bought it. Yeah, it's this keto diet, it's good. Not being hungry on it yet, and actually considering the portion sizes are smaller, but not hungry. It's weird. It's just learning all the foods that you can eat and what you can't eat.
Let's have a look.
No, I don't want to be on tattle. 3 pizza ovens. You thought about one for the back garden. I haven't got space, to be honest.
What's that?
To build a pizza oven in the back garden. Pizza in 12 seconds.
Oh, yes. My dad's got something, well, it's a big massive barbecue, but you could have probably had it something like that.
Yeah.
Right, so let's see if I can find it.
Why didn't you just save it to the group?
I keep forgetting. Fat head
First head.
pizza. Good job I didn't write fat head.
They're compact and goes on a table. Oh, right, yeah. Did I not see them advertised at Aldi? Something like that a few weeks ago. Yeah, I know what you mean now.
What's that?
It's like a little portable pizza oven, isn't it? It's like a little thing you can sit on top of a table and do
right.
pizzas. Don't know why you'd want to, like, but
So for the topping, you use Italian sausage, but I think I've got pepperoni and salami. And then...
you like Italian sausage?
I've never had Italian sausage. But unsweetened tomato sauce, oregano, mozzarella cheese.
Oregano, as the Americans call it.
Whichever way you say it. Yeah. And then the crust is mozzarella cheese, cream cheese, almond flour, white wine vinegar, egg, salt, and then olive oil for your hands to mix it up.
I was wondering when I said that, I thought I wonder if Laura in a comment. Look at Roger pops up. Just checking there, Lauren, see if he's still there.
Nothing ever changes.
Oh, I've got the Stephen.
So it looks quite nice. I'm gonna give it a go, see how it turns out.
I got told off. Stephen.
You're too right there. Right. Okay. So yeah.
How long does it take?
Oh, I didn't look, did I?
Well, I thought that was one of the reasons you looked.
I did actually.
Is the base okay on it? Well, apparently it hasn't got a base.
Well, it is. That's the almond flour and the
almond
mozzarella.
flour. Yeah. 15 minutes.
You do the crust for 10 to 15 minutes, then put your sausage on the top, and then your toppings for another 10 to 15 minutes. So
like half an hour in total.
Yeah. But I've got to make 3 of them, so...
I'm having curry tonight. Nice.
Yeah, so it's...
We had Thai curry the other week on keto.
Red Thai curry
Red Thai curry was really nice.
So, yeah, it's fine, Paul, because what you do, it tells you on the app that I'm on, all of those ingredients. It comes to something like 9 carbs for the pizza. I've been baking pies with ham, mushroom, mint.
Nice.
Yeah, so it comes to 9 carbs, and we're allowed 30 a day. Now, we've only had breakfast today, which isn't going to be that many carbs.
It's about 2 carbs.
Because it was quite late. It was like 12 o'clock, so it was sort of like dinner time anyway.
So it was breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast.
I keep telling you, it doesn't matter when you have it, your first meal of the day is always breakfast, because it's breaking the fast.
So for 9 carbs for a pizza, it's not too bad.
I can't open it when I'm on here, sorry, because I'll just cut the live off.
Oh, you'll have to. We can drool over it later. I'm sure I remember you like to cook anyway, Paul. Loving where you're getting your curry from. Is it local?
Spicy China.
like spicy China, like sunrise.
Just don't get it from the one around the corner. Eastern Star, whatever they call
It's a
it
bit
these days.
expensive, isn't it?
Oh, they nearly doubled the price when they took over.
We thought just before we started were
My kitchen.
best place to get a Chinese from.
Quick delivery, you know.
Yeah, no 20-minute wait or £1 delivery charge, so you're fine.
Get the 3 prawn crackers with that.
Yeah, we thought we'll have a Chinese before we start with diet. And then we were halfway through and we were just like, I can't eat it. Just
Now,
didn't
before
really
we started
enjoy it,
the
did
day?
we?
No.
I can't imagine having one now.
I could.
Could
I
you?
don't think I'd eat it. I don't
No.
think I'd eat it. I think I'd probably get quarter of the way through and think, nah. Hearts, your ketosis,
Yeah.
pretty much load up on carbs and just have a blast out, you know, then next day straight back on the keto. It kick-starts your system, you know.
Loving can't have takeaways for how do you pronounce it? I don't know how you pronounce it. Coliac.
Meat factory stuff, COVID. Yeah, the meat markets. Yeah.
I think that's something to do with why Germany's gone back down into lockdown. I don't know how to pronounce that. Loving, it was like
I didn't see. Did you put it up?
celiac or celiac, or I don't know how you pronounce it. I remember you telling us.
Celiac, isn't it? Celiacs. I recognize celiacs.
It's C-O-L.
Oh.
So yeah, I'll have to celiac.
Coliac. Well, man, yeah, that's what I do when I have collie as well. Cauliflower. I go, coliac.
Do you no notice of them, Lauren?
That joke. So, 5 minutes left. Got 5-minute warning.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that's happened. Oh, Paul's asking, did Franklin come back?
No.
He didn't.
I've possibly seen him the other week, but I don't know because we went across the road when I was driving down. And I went into the estate where he went and I couldn't see it anywhere, so I couldn't be sure it was him, but it looked like him. But no, we've not seen him. Been nothing reported. I went through the Facebook groups today just in case we missed something, and there's nothing on there.
I know, we're still thinking that he's with some little old lady.
Hope so.
And that,
Yeah.
so.
No, the Mayflower, the second one is right. Second one's right. Friend Liverpool adopted a black cat. Yeah.
I love the Mayflower curry. That's what we used to use on Slimming World.
Yeah.
It is.
Little curry and everything.
I think I can still make a curry now. I bought a red Thai curry sort of pack the other day, didn't I? That was really nice.
That was nice. Yeah.
And I
I
think
fancy
it was.
a curry now, actually, now you mentioned.
I know, see what you've done, Lauren. So has your poop charge since
Changed. Yeah. Actually, yes, it has. TMI warning, but yes, it has. I've actually had to, because of like we're changing to a high fat. Some people find it loosens them up. Had the opposite effect to me. Bunged us up. Actually had to take some like mild laxative to start going. So
I've been fine. I've been just normal. And that, considering the amount of eggs we're eating, I'm buying how many a week?
oh jeez,
About 50 eggs per
ridiculous.
week. And sometimes if I don't get 50, I have to top them up because we're having at least 4 or 5 each a day.
Yeah, Paul. Sometimes on keto, there's some side effects at the beginning. You may get or may not get. One of them is diarrhea. Some people get it really bad. Some people a little bit or not at all. You know, I was not at all.
Whose house you egging? It'll be yours, mind, if you're cheeky.
But yeah, so apart from that, like, well, slight
we both had
headaches.
the headaches, didn't
Yeah,
we? But
slight, not major, but
not for long.
for the headaches, you can drink salt water. And we'll clear that up. Cause
I
just,
don't know, once that was enough for me. It was just like,
it bothered me, just ignore the taste and knock it back and have a drink of juice afterwards to take the taste of it.
it's just trying to make sure we're getting all the right nutrients and
Yeah.
everything that you're supposed to have.
Yeah, the magnesium and salt and
Yeah.
protein and stuff like that. Yeah.
But you have to go pretty in depth for to know you're getting all your
Yeah.
macros and all, like everything.
Which we don't. We're always over on the protein, but salt, sometimes we're probably too low on the salt normally. So might have to add a bit more to the food.
Never really add salt to anything that I cook. Vitamin D, yeah. Well, a couple of years ago, I got treated for having real bad vitamin D deficiency, and I had to take about a month's really high course. So I said to her, what do I do? She says, take the tablets every day. And I said, do not have to take them? She says, move abroad.
Yeah.
Well, that's not happened. Your pizza is going to have lots of salt in it, yeah.
Good. Yeah, good.
Yeah. I'm hoping
It's
it turns out all right.
Yeah, it's just because we're having real food now, as opposed to processed food, you know, which is loaded with sugars and salts and additives and all that, you know. So we're having to remember to add salt to it, you know.
Yeah.
Because the bacon we get's not really salty, is it? From Premier Meats.
No. Sister, weird, she's low in vitamin D. She's hitting here back for something else too. She hasn't been well. No, I'm sorry to hear that. And I think I could COVID in March. Oh, you think she had it as well? You know, there's a few people that I know have been tested and been positive and they haven't had any sort of symptoms at all.
But the lad I work with, he's convinced he had it before, like, actually kicked off a couple of weeks beforehand, and don't know if he did or not, but
I mean, they're saying
at the time they said he didn't, but
yeah, they're also saying that a lot of people were really poorly around Christmas time, which were similar symptoms, and that, you know, they're saying it could have been that then. So
but
a lot of we could have had it and not really known.
But there's also a lot of your normal stuff goes on, you know, you get cold bugs and flus and people thinking they've got it when really they've got a cold, because a lot of the symptoms are the same. So
But fingers crossed that test come back okay and she's all right.
Definitely, yeah.
And that, so I'm going to go and start doing this pizza.
Yeah, we'll get away. Get away for now, but thanks everybody for popping by and spending an hour with us.
Maybe we might do some more soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice catching up, Paul.
It was. So
keep up with the driving when you get back to it, because it's
have a good week coming up, and catch up with you all soon. Bye for now. When I find out how to end this, it'll be a great help. Oh, there we go.